Welcome to HD Rare Coins 111, the place where history meets treasure. Here, every coin tells a story, from the oldest United States classics that shaped our past to the newest rare discoveries that amaze collectors today. If you love the thrill of uncovering hidden value, exploring the beauty of design, and learning the secrets behind coins worth fortunes, then you're in the right place. Join us as we dive deep into the world of rare U.S. coins, both old and new, and reveal the fascinating details that make them priceless. Top 1. The journey through American coinage begins with a small copper piece that has captured the hearts of collectors for more than a century. Today, we travel back to the year 1963, a time when the world was changing, innovations were rising, and a humble 1-cent penny was quietly being produced by the millions in the United States Mint. But hidden among these ordinary pennies are extraordinary treasures that could make someone incredibly lucky. So, let's explore the captivating story of the United States of America Lincoln 1-cent penny of 1963. This coin, featuring the legendary President Abraham Lincoln, continues the beloved design introduced in 1909. On the front side, Lincoln's profile looks to the right, symbolizing leadership and vision. Just above his head proudly reads, "In God we trust," and to the left, the word "liberty" reminds us of the values the nation holds dear. The date, 1963, is placed neatly under his chin, representing a year filled with history, growth, and national pride. The reverse of this penny showcases the iconic wheat ears design, known lovingly as the wheat penny reverse. These wheat stalks symbolize prosperity, agriculture, and the strength of the American people. At the center, the words 1 cent boldly declare the coin's denomination, while United States of America reminds us of where this masterpiece originated. Above those inscriptions sits E pluribus unum, Latin for out of many one, symbolizing unity. But why is the 1963 Lincoln penny so special? After all, millions were minted, and many remain in circulation today. The truth lies in the details, condition, rarity, and sometimes unique minting mistakes that turn a regular penny into a collector's dream. For those who take the time to look closely, one coin found in change could hold the potential to be worth a fortune. During 1963, the Mint was busy producing vast quantities of these copper coins to meet the demands of a growing nation. There were two primary mint locations, Philadelphia and Denver. The Philadelphia Mint, as always, marked no mint letter, while Denver coins proudly displayed a little D beneath the date. Although both are common overall, exceptional quality coins and rare varieties are hiding among them. Collectors seek coins with the sharpest details, the brightest luster, and without any scratches or wear. These are known as high-grade pennies. Imagine a coin that looks like it was freshly struck yesterday, even though it's more than 60 years old. That kind of condition is what collectors pay the highest prices for. But rarity also comes from something else: errors. Minting mistakes add uniqueness, and uniqueness creates value. A small doubling effect on the lettering, a slightly off-center strike, or even a rare over-polishing of the die could make a 1963 penny stand out from the millions around it. These mistakes were never meant to be released but somehow slipped into circulation, turning them into small wonders for lucky finders. Some rare versions of this penny include double-die obverse varieties where you can see doubling on the date or lettering. Others feature minting issues that make the design look slightly shifted or distorted. To most people, these pennies look normal. But to a trained eye, or curious collector, they are potential gold mines. You might wonder why collectors pay so much for a small copper coin. The answer lies in history. The wheat penny reverse, which had been part of American currency since 1909, was approaching its final years. Soon after, in 1959, the reverse design changed to the Lincoln Memorial. But 1963 still carried a strong legacy of the classic style and kept the rich historical connection alive. Think for a moment about how a penny travels. From pocket to pocket, from store counters to piggy banks, across states and through time. Each coin experiences a different journey. Many get scratched or worn, but a rare few manage to escape the world untouched. And those are the ones that collectors dream about. In those years, copper pennies were made with a 95% copper and 5% zinc mixture. This gives them a rich color and heavier feel than today's pennies. Because copper has increased in value, even the metal itself becomes a point of interest for many collectors who admire its beauty and worth. Every now and then, stories surface of someone discovering an old penny that changes their life. A tiny coin, forgotten in a drawer or hiding in a jar, suddenly turns into a valuable treasure. Imagine looking through your own coins and spotting a penny that could be worth thousands. The excitement is real, and it happens to everyday people just like you. The year 1963 also holds historical significance. It was the final full year before one of the most tragic moments in American history, the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. This penny carries the memory of a time just before the country entered a period of sorrow and change. That alone makes it emotionally special for many collectors. While most 1963 pennies today are only worth face value, special examples certified by grading companies can command incredible prices. High-grade coins with nearly flawless surfaces often bring in impressive sums at auctions where collectors compete intensely for the best of the best. The idea of finding a valuable coin has created millions of coin hunters worldwide. People carefully inspect their change, flip through old piggy banks, and browse coin shops in hopes of uncovering hidden riches. And the 1963 penny remains one of the stars collectors love to seek. Think about the thrill of holding a flawless gleaming penny that has survived decades without a single scratch. The rarity of such perfection is what makes some coins so valuable. The better the condition, the higher the price. The rarer the variety, the more collectors chase after it. Perhaps the greatest beauty of coin collecting is that anyone can start. You don't need to be a professional. You don't have to spend lots of money. It all begins with curiosity, and taking a second look at the coins you already have. The next valuable treasure might be sitting right in your palm. Collectors and historians alike appreciate the 1963 penny not only for its potential monetary value but also for what it represents. It reminds us of America's growth, the dedication of workers at the mint, and the cultural importance of a coin that millions of people use every day without a second thought. Coins like this act as small time capsules. They carry memories from the past into our present lives. When you hold a 1963 Lincoln penny, you're holding a piece of history that lived through decades of change, innovation, and countless moments in people's lives. This coin is more than currency. It is a tribute, an everlasting salute, to President Abraham Lincoln's legacy. His leadership, courage, and fight for freedom continue to inspire future generations, and his presence on this coin keeps his spirit alive with each passing year. As coin collecting grows in popularity and more people begin to appreciate the beauty of old American coins, the most extraordinary examples will continue to rise in value. Those who discover the rarest 1963 pennies are rewarded for their curiosity and passion. So, the next time you receive a penny in change, don't overlook it. Take a closer look at the date, the condition, and even the smallest details. That ordinary little coin might be a hidden treasure with a story worth telling. If this 1963 Lincoln penny could speak, imagine the stories it would share. The hands it passed through, the places it traveled, the pockets it hid in, until finally it reaches someone who realizes its true worth. That moment makes the journey worthwhile. Coin experts encourage collectors to pay special attention to mint marks, sharp edges, smooth surfaces, and even the shine of the coin. Because perfection, even in something as small as a penny, makes a huge difference in value at auctions. Every collector hopes to uncover a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. And with this coin, those dreams come true more often than you'd think. The excitement of coin collecting never fades because the hunt never ends. In homes around the world, pennies sit silently in drawers, jars, and boxes. But among them are treasures waiting to be noticed. It only takes one lucky moment to discover a coin worth far more than 1 cent. Could that moment happen to you? Absolutely, if you keep looking. Now we come to the thrilling highlight of our story. Some extremely rare and high-grade examples of the United States of America Lincoln 1-cent penny 1963 have been sold for a huge amount at auctions. Yes, one special coin reached a value of $188,000. Comment below about your own coins and the coins you want to know about so our channel can give you information about them. Also make sure to subscribe to the channel, comment on this video, and like this video so you never miss the next incredible coin story. Top 2. There is something magical about a coin that has traveled through time, passed through countless hands, and still holds secrets waiting to be discovered. Today, we enter the world of the United States of America Lincoln 1-cent penny from the year 1975. A tiny coin made from copper, yet carrying history, hope, and incredible hidden value that could surprise anyone who takes a closer look. Picture a small copper penny lying in your palm. It may look ordinary, like every other penny you've ever seen. But something about this 1975 penny feels special. It represents a moment in America just 200 years after the nation's birth, reflecting a society filled with change, innovation, and growth. This coin silently witnessed the events of that remarkable year while being produced by the millions at the United States Mint. On the front side, we see the unforgettable portrait of Abraham Lincoln, a president whose legacy shaped the nation forever. The words above his head read, "In God we trust," a reminder of values and unity. To the left, the bold word, "Liberty," stands strong, symbolizing freedom. And under Lincoln's chin, you will find the date, 1975, marking the exact year this coin entered the world. Turning the coin over reveals the famous Lincoln Memorial design. This reverse replaced the classic wheat penny style in 1959 and became an icon for decades. If you look closely, you can even spot a tiny statue of Lincoln seated inside the memorial, making this design a special tribute within a tribute. The powerful legends, United States of America, and E pluribus unum, meaning, out of many one, proudly highlight national unity. Although the 1975 penny is common in everyday circulation, certain varieties and conditions make some of these coins extremely valuable. How can something so ordinary become a treasure? It all comes down to rarity, condition, and unique mistakes during the minting process. Those tiny differences can result in huge profits for the lucky collector who discovers them. First, let's talk about condition. A bright, shiny 1975 penny that still looks fresh and untouched after nearly 50 years is already remarkable. These high-graded coins are treasured by collectors because they are extremely hard to find. Imagine discovering a penny that looks like it just came from the mint, flawless surfaces, sharp edges, and rich copper glow. That alone can skyrocket its value. But rarity also comes from rare varieties, minting mistakes that slipped into circulation. Some pennies show doubling on the letters or date, known as a double die error. Others may be off-center, missing design parts, or have unusual shapes caused by striking issues. These errors were never meant to be seen, yet they exist, waiting to make someone unexpectedly lucky. There are even stories of 1975 pennies struck on the wrong metal planchets. These rare mistakes result in coins being lighter or having a different color. These unusual examples are incredibly desirable because they are one of a kind, and collectors love uniqueness. As the years pass, fewer high-quality pennies survive. Most have scratches from cash registers, marks from pockets, or stains from years of handling. That is why the best conditioned coins become rarer every day. And rarity is always the key ingredient in turning a coin into a valuable treasure. Millions of people collect coins around the world. Some do it for fun. Some do it for history. And others do it because one lucky find can change everything. The 1975 penny continues to spark curiosity among collectors because it has already proven that exceptionally rare examples can sell for massive amounts of money. Think about where your coins come from. They might be hiding inside an old jar, a forgotten drawer, or a dusty piggy bank. You never know how long a coin has been waiting for someone to finally notice it. That small coin could have survived decades untouched, ready to reward whoever recognizes its worth. And imagine your excitement when you discover something unusual, a misprint, a doubled number, a shift in design. That small detail could make the difference between 1 cent and thousands of dollars. It's like uncovering a hidden message from the mint itself. The Lincoln Penny series is one of the longest running and most beloved in American history. Since 1909, The design has celebrated freedom, unity, and a leader who inspired generations. The 1975 penny proudly carries that tradition, connecting the modern world with the past through a tiny yet powerful token. Collectors are always searching for perfect coins, and the perfect 1975 penny is incredibly rare. When a coin grader gives it a top rating, it becomes a superstar among collectors. Bidding wars begin at auctions and the price climbs higher and higher as people compete for the best of the best. Sometimes, coins with strong luster and sharp strike details come from mint sets where they were protected from everyday wear. These examples are the favorites for collectors who admire shine, perfection, and beauty in every detail of a coin. Coins like this are storytellers. They traveled across years and generations. They witnessed moments in American lives: groceries bought, bus rides taken, small savings stored by children. Each penny hides a journey filled with stories that only the imagination can reveal. What makes coin collecting so exciting is that it's a treasure hunt anyone can join. You don't need special equipment or money to start. You simply look at the change you already have and explore every detail. The next rare find can appear anywhere, anytime. Millions of 1975 pennies exist, yet only a tiny handful have stunning rarity that makes them highly prized. That is why examining your pennies is always worth the effort. The smallest difference can lead to the biggest surprise. Think of how thrilling it would be to find a valuable coin that others ignored. Many of the most valuable coins today were once considered normal until someone looked close enough to see the treasure hidden in plain sight. Copper pennies from the 1970s feel heavier and richer than today's pennies because they contain 95% copper. That metal alone adds attraction for collectors who appreciate both design and composition. Some keep these coins as historical keepsakes, knowing that everyday objects dramatically increase in value over time once they become rare. Others keep them as investments, hoping their value climbs even higher in the future. Each 1975 penny reminds us that change does not always mean something new. Sometimes the past continues to hold immense importance. This coin is proof that history doesn't fade, it becomes more meaningful with time. Even people who don't collect coins are fascinated when they learn a simple penny could be worth a fortune. Suddenly, every coin becomes a puzzle waiting to be solved. And solving that puzzle can lead to life-changing rewards. So next time you receive a penny in your change, don't let it disappear into a pocket without a second look. Turn it over, study it, appreciate it. You might be holding something extraordinary without even realizing it. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, the reason collectors worldwide keep their eyes open for the United States of America Lincoln 1-cent penny from 1975. Some rare, high-grade, and unique era examples of this penny have been sold for a huge amount, reaching $135,000. Comment below about the coins you have and the coins you want to know about so our channel can give you information about them. Also make sure to subscribe to the channel, comment on this video, and like this video so you never miss the next amazing coin treasure. Top 3. There is something truly fascinating about a tiny piece of metal that holds decades of American history in the palm of your hand. Today, we take a thrilling journey into the story of the United States of America Lincoln 1-cent penny from the year 1976. A year that was not just any year, it was a celebration of 200 years of American independence, a year filled with pride, fireworks, and a strong patriotic spirit that even reached the world of coins. As Americans honored the bicentennial anniversary, celebrations spread through every city, every school, and every family gathering. Even though the Lincoln penny did not change its design to reflect the bicentennial theme, it quietly became a part of this historical moment simply by existing in that unforgettable year. Every 1976 penny holds the spirit of a nation celebrating 200 years of freedom. Take a moment to imagine that. This little cent from 1976 could have been in a child's pocket during a parade, saved in a jar after a dramatic fireworks show, or spent at a festival filled with pride for the land of liberty. This coin is a small ambassador of a big celebration. On the front side of this coin, the strong and thoughtful profile of President Abraham Lincoln reminds Americans of the leader who fought to preserve the nation. Above his head, the words, "In God we trust," represent the foundation of faith and unity. To the left stands the powerful word, "Liberty." representing what the bicentennial festivities were all about. Below his chin, the year 1976 stands proudly, marking this penny's birth in a year of incredible national importance. Turning the coin over reveals the stunning Lincoln Memorial design. A monument that symbolizes honor and remembrance stands as a visual tribute to a leader who shaped the nation's identity. If you look closely, you will notice the tiny statue of Lincoln inside the memorial, a hidden detail that collectors always appreciate. Even though millions of these pennies were minted, not all pennies are equal. Some are ordinary, some are unique, and a rare few are truly extraordinary. The rare ones can transform a simple single cent into something extremely valuable, and that is where the excitement begins for collectors who keep a sharp eye on their change. Collectors know the importance of condition. A penny from 1976 that still shines brightly, showing no scratches or wear, can be incredibly rare. Think of one that looks like it has just left the mint, untouched, unspent, protected from time itself. These high-grade examples are the stars of coin auctions. But the most thrilling part of coin collecting is discovering errors. Those little minting mistakes that were never supposed to leave the US Mint. A double date, misaligned strike, extra thickness in lettering, missing features, or being struck on the wrong metal planchet can instantly turn a penny from common to highly desirable. Error coins are like hidden messages from history. They escaped unnoticed, traveled through pockets and registers, and waited years for someone who understands their true worth. And those lucky enough to find such a rare piece can be rewarded greatly. Some 1976 pennies show doubling on letters, while others may have off-center strikes that shift the entire design to one side. These errors are extremely collectible. The stranger the error, the bigger the excitement, and the greater the value. One small variation can make a huge difference. Copper pennies created before 1982 feel heavier and richer because they contain 95% copper. That strong metal composition adds charm and desirability, making coins like the 1976 penny even more special. The deep copper color and shine attract collectors instantly when a beautiful example appears under bright light. Millions of people check their pennies every day, hoping to uncover a treasure. And this exact year is one of the most fun years to examine because of its connection to the bicentennial era. Every 1976 penny feels like a tiny historical time capsule filled with pride and celebration. The thrill of coin collecting lies in the possibilities. A coin that looks like it's worth only 1 cent today might be worth a huge amount tomorrow if it has the right features. You could be holding a valuable coin right now without even realizing it. Imagine a rare error penny slipping into someone's grocery change after the bicentennial festivities, quietly moving through life unnoticed. Years later, someone finally sees the special detail that makes it an extraordinary find. That moment transforms an ordinary day into something unforgettable. Collectors know that once a coin is graded by experts and confirmed to be in amazing condition, its value can rise dramatically. Grading companies award top ranks to the most perfect coins, and those coins become superstar collectibles. The Lincoln Penny series has been cherished by Americans for more than a century. It connects generations. You, your parents, your grandparents, and even great-grandparents have all used this same design. The 1976 penny represents one of those links in the chain of American heritage. Coin collecting is not just a hobby, it is a treasure hunt where history meets excitement. Each coin invites curiosity. Each detail can reveal something rare. And each discovery can bring joy that lasts a lifetime. Think about all the hands a penny travels through. It might have been held by someone celebrating Independence Day, by a tourist visiting Washington, D.C., or by a child saving up for their first toy. Every coin has a story and a journey that makes it unique. Coins like this penny become more valuable as time goes on because fewer of them remain in mint condition. The years naturally bring wear, fading, and scratches. That's why those perfect shining examples are so incredibly rare and so heavily sought after. The 1976 penny reminds us that even the smallest objects can hold big significance. It represents America's bicentennial pride and the continued legacy of Abraham Lincoln, a perfect combination of patriotism and history. Imagine having a penny in your possession that could become a centerpiece in a collector's showcase. A penny admired not for its size, but for the incredible story and value it carries. That is the magic hidden inside some lucky 1976 pennies. Every collector dreams of finding that one extraordinary piece. And many dreamers have turned that hope into reality with pennies from this very year. The next priceless discovery could be waiting right inside your coin jar.so. Always keep your eyes open. Study your coins. Look for the smallest details. Because greatness often hides in the smallest places. Your next treasure might not be gold or silver. It might be a little copper penny glowing with potential and history. The adventure of coin collecting continues every day. And stories like this inspire more people to look closer, to learn more, and to discover the hidden treasures waiting in plain sight. And now, the exciting part that brings every collector to the edge of their seat. Some rare, high-grade, and unique era varieties of the United States of America Lincoln 1-cent penny 1976 have been sold for a massive amount reaching $132,000. Comment below about your own coins and the coins you want to know about so our channel can give you information about them. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment on this video, and like this video so you never miss another amazing coin story. Top 4. Sometimes the smallest coin in your hand can hold the biggest surprise. Today, we are going to explore an ordinary-looking treasure that millions of people have spent without noticing its hidden value. Welcome to the fascinating story of the United States of America Lincoln 1-cent penny from the year 1981. A year full of change, technology growth, and new dreams across the nation, and a year that produced pennies people still search for today with excitement and hope. The Lincoln cent has been part of American life since 1909, honoring the great 16th President Abraham Lincoln. His portrait on the front of the coin symbolizes leadership, equality, and freedom. The words, "In God We Trust," curve proudly above his head, while "Liberty" rests on the left side, reminding us of the nation's most cherished value. And just under the distinguished profile, the date, 1981, marks the moment this coin began its long journey. On the reverse side shines the Lincoln Memorial, an iconic structure celebrating Abraham Lincoln's legacy, and a place visited by millions every year. At the top, the legendary phrase, "E pluribus unum," meaning, "Out of many one," expresses unity. The bold wording, "United States of America," arches above, while 1 cent clearly shows its denomination. Simple yet powerful, this design carries symbolism far greater than its value. But what many people don't realize is that 1981 was a turning point for pennies in U.S. history. This was one of the final years that pennies were struck using a heavy 95% copper composition. From 1982 onward, most pennies were minted from cheaper zinc with just a thin copper coating. That means 1981 pennies have a richer metal content and stronger collector interest. Millions of 1981 pennies were produced, but not all were created equal. Some are rare, some are exceptionally preserved, and some contain mysterious minting mistakes that can make them extremely valuable. The thrill lies in discovering one of the rare survivors still shining in perfect condition after more than 40 years. High-grade examples are the most desirable among collectors. These are pennies that avoided scratches, avoided dirt, avoided circulation collisions, and somehow survived as if frozen in time. A 1981 penny with flawless surfaces and deep original luster is like a jewel disguised as pocket change. Then, there are the hidden treasures, error coins. When something unexpected happens at the mint, like doubling on letters or numbers, missing details, or misalignment, collector excitement rises dramatically. A minor mistake to the eye becomes a major jackpot to the right collector point. One of the most sought-after 1981 varieties is the difference between the Type 1 and Type 2 mint mark styles on coins from the San Francisco Mint. These tiny letter differences have a massive impact on collectability because one style is significantly scarcer than the other. Yes, something as small as the shape of an S can change everything. Collectors spend hours examining mint marks, comparing fine details under magnification, and searching for doubled dies or lustrous surfaces. For them, every such discovery is like finding a tiny piece of treasure hidden in plain sight. And for 1981 pennies, that treasure can be huge. Because they are still common in circulation, many people overlook 1981 pennies. But the truth is, Some of the most impressive sale prices at auctions have come from this year. When the rarest versions show up, collectors compete fiercely to own them. That means you could already have a valuable one sitting quietly in a jar or hiding in a drawer. All it takes is a moment of curiosity and a careful look to uncover something incredibly special. Imagine holding a penny that has lived through the rise of personal computers, the evolution of entertainment, and decades of cultural change. That is the life journey of every 1981 penny. Each one is a small piece of history that traveled through time to reach today. Even the sound of a copper penny tapping on a table evokes memories of the past. Its weight and the warm glow of its metal composition remind us of a time when pennies felt solid, valuable, and built to last. Many collectors around the world specialize in Lincoln cents, and the 1981 penny is a must-have year in their collections. It represents the end of a historical chapter in minting metal composition, making it a key date for coin lovers. The hunt for perfection pushes collectors to explore rolls of pennies, check pocket change, and even buy bulk copper coins, always searching for that one extraordinary example. The excitement continues to grow with every new discovery. Some coins look ordinary until the right light hits them, revealing a brilliance that shocks even experts. That moment creates excitement, curiosity, and adrenaline for the collector who realizes they have found something worth far more than a cent. Every scratch avoided, every shine preserved, every detail remaining crisp increases the chances of it being a rare investment quality coin. The finest examples are treasures that become more valuable with each passing year. It's amazing that a coin many people ignore can hold a value that changes lives. Someone could pay for a car, pay off bills, or even start a business, all from discovering one tiny penny with an extraordinary story. That is exactly why coin collecting remains such an exciting adventure. New collectors join every day, driven by the possibility that a valuable find could be hiding right under their noses. The 1981 penny reminds us that history isn't always found in museums. Sometimes it jingles in your pocket or lies forgotten at the bottom of an old money box waiting to be rediscovered. Coins like this one connect multiple generations. Grandparents, parents, and children have all spent these pennies throughout the years. And now, today, we look at them with brand new appreciation because some of them hold rare, surprising value. What if the next great discovery is yours? What if that penny you picked up from the ground has a hidden error or a perfect shine untouched by time? That possibility is why collectors never lose hope and why the world of coins remains thrilling. Now, as we come to the exciting reveal, it's time to talk about the extraordinary auction sales that make this year so incredible. Some exceptionally rare, high-grade, and unique era examples of the United States of America Lincoln 1-cent penny 1981 have been sold for a huge amount reaching $107,000. Comment below about your own coins and the coins you want to know about so our channel can give you information about them. And make sure to subscribe to the channel, comment on this video, and like this video so you never miss another amazing coin story. Top 5. There are certain coins in the world of collecting that create mystery and excitement every time someone finds one. And today, we explore one of the most talked about pennies ever made, the United States of America Lincoln 1-cent penny from the year 1982. What makes this year so thrilling is that huge changes were happening, and those changes created one of the most interesting pennies collectors love to hunt for today. The story begins more than 40 years ago, at a time when the cost of copper was rising rapidly. The U.S. Mint knew something had to change because the metal used to make a single penny was becoming more valuable than the coin itself. Imagine that, a coin worth 1 cent costing more than 1 cent just to produce it. Before this year, pennies were made mostly of copper, strong, heavy, and beautifully bright. But in 1982, everything changed. This was the year that the United States switched from copper pennies to pennies made of zinc with a thin copper coating. That meant two different metals were used during the same year, and that alone created surprises nobody expected. Now imagine millions of coins being minted with copper, while at the same time, millions more were being minted with zinc. Not only that, but the mint also used different kinds of lettering styles on the date. All these details created multiple varieties and hidden treasures in a single year, making 1982 one of the most famous and valuable years for Lincoln pennies. Collectors today look for 8 different main varieties of the 1982 penny. Some are easy to find, and some are extremely rare. Some are made of copper, and others are made of zinc. And that is where the adventure begins, because you can actually feel the difference when you hold them in your hand. A copper penny from 1982 feels heavier and richer, while a zinc penny feels lighter and softer. Just by placing them on your palm or tapping them slightly on a surface, you may notice the difference. That is why so many people around the world examine their pennies carefully, hoping that the one they find is the rare copper version. The lettering on the date also plays a big role. In 1982, the mint used a large date style and a small date style. So now collectors search for 1982 large date and 1982 small date varieties. Some combinations are common, but others are incredibly scarce. And the rare ones? They are worth a fortune. Among the most famous discoveries is the 1982D small date copper penny, one of the rarest and most desired varieties in modern coin history. Only a few are known to exist, and each discovery is like striking gold in the coin collecting world. Imagine pulling one of these from pocket change. What a life-changing moment that would be. Even ordinary 1982 pennies become exciting once you look at them closely. Some show doubling on letters or the numbers, creating what collectors call double die errors. Others have off-center strikes, missing details, or weak lettering, all mistakes that turn a normal penny into a valuable collectible. The Lincoln portrait on the front continues to represent honor, leadership, and American history. Above his head, the words, "In God We Trust," stand tall. To the left, the powerful word, "Liberty," reminds us of the nation's foundation of freedom. And below, the year 1982 marks this special turning point in currency creation. Flip the coin over, and the Lincoln Memorial stands strong, an architectural tribute to the president who changed the course of the nation. In the smallest detail, the little statue of Lincoln sits inside the memorial. That tiny design has fascinated collectors for decades. What makes this year even more exciting is that many of these pennies are still hiding in everyday circulation. They could be in your pockets, in old jars, in piggy banks, in drawers that haven't been opened for years. Treasures are waiting to be found where you least expect them. Many people have gotten lucky while checking coins at home. Stories spread of collectors and even beginners who discovered rare 1982 pennies worth thousands. Every lucky find inspires more people to look carefully at the change they use every single day. As time passes, high-grade pennies from 1982 become more rare. Most coins get scratched and worn from being used for so long. But those that remain clean, sharp, and shiny are extremely valuable to collectors who want perfection. Think about how many coins travel through life, dropping into cash registers, rolling through coin machines, sliding across counters, tossed into jars. The ones that survived in beautiful condition deserve attention, and that attention often leads to a surprising reward. Many coin lovers say that 1982 is the year that every collector must explore. With so many varieties and the enormous difference in value between them, this penny keeps collectors energized and curious every single day. This year teaches everyone a powerful lesson. A single penny that appears ordinary might be a treasure that could change someone's life. All it takes is careful eyes and a bit of knowledge, and you could be the next person to discover something valuable. The excitement of coin collecting grows as more people learn about the 1982 penny. It doesn't matter if you're experienced or just starting, every collector has a chance to find something incredibly rare right at home. People who understand the magic of coins know that history lives in the smallest objects. And every 1982 penny carries a story of change, invention, and surprise that continues to inspire curiosity today. Even the sound of a copper penny hitting a desk reminds us of a time when coins felt heavier and more valuable. That feeling never leaves the hearts of collectors who love the beauty of copper coins. When someone finds a rare 1982 penny and brings it to experts to be graded, the excitement grows stronger. If the coin is nearly perfect, its value can rise to unbelievable levels. Bidding wars begin, collectors fight for ownership, and the price can shock the world. Coins like this transform collecting into an adventure, because the next big discovery could be anywhere. You could be sitting on a treasure without even realizing it. That is why searching through pennies is always worth your time. History, value, mystery, and excitement. The 1982 penny brings it all together. Every collector knows that checking every detail of this coin brings the thrill of possibility. So never ignore the pennies you find. Because the story of this year has proven again and again that 1 cent can be worth far more than 1 cent. The next lucky find could be waiting in your own hand. And now comes the exciting part that makes this year unforgettable in the world of coin collecting. Some extremely rare, high-grade, and valuable varieties of the United States of America Lincoln 1 cent penny 1982 have been sold for an amazing price reaching $103,000. Comment below about your own coins so our channel can give you information about them. And make sure to subscribe to the channel, comment on this video, and like this video so you never miss another exciting coin story.